Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today I'm going to start on a traveler's journal. And to start, I'm going to do the little notebooks that go inside, and then we'll move on to the outside cover and all that kind of good stuff. But let's get started and see what I can get accomplished. Here's one of my sections, which everything still needs to be done on. I've done a couple of things in advance on these. First, let me show you what my plan is for the little internal notebooks for the traveler's notebook. I guess I should say hello. Hope you're all doing really well. I've had a chance to do something creative, or will have a chance to do something creative. I'm kind of excited about this. I love the idea of traveler's notebook. I love the idea of being able to put things in a cover and take things out. And I think this will work great truly for a vacation. So, or really anything. But if you've watched me for a while, you know I absolutely love postcards. And so I have way too many of them. And I thought this would be a great way to make the cover for a traveler's notebook. Use, in my case, random postcards that I had in my stash. So I've taken the postcards and used them as the individual little cover for the little booklets that go inside. And then I've added pockets and pages and a little deeper pocket here and some more pages. And I used a mix of pages so that, whatever you feel like doing, you want to do some, you want to draw something or just make notes or, that kind of thing. So this is the direction we are going with the little individual notebooks to go inside the traveler's notebook. I feel like there should be another name for this. Okay, so first I'm going to start with the cover. So let me take my pages and my potential pockets, move them to the side. Oops, what have I done with my strip that I had for my... Oh, I've misplaced the strip for this. Okay. I have some brown paper. What did I do with it? I must have used it for something else. Okay, anyway, moving on. I have some brown paper that I got at Daiso. Oh, and the postcards are roughly 4 by 6 inches. Some of them are a little bit smaller. I don't think any of them are larger than 6, but they're from lots of different countries and many different years. So let me get my paper cutter out. And I decided I would, let's see, yep, that's the strip for those. I think I cut them 2 inches? No, 3 inches? Oh, good heavens. Sorry, I just did this and I can't remember. Oh, I made myself nervous now, so I forgot what I was doing. Oh, here it is. I tucked it into this other one. Here we go. Where's that for the pocket? Oh. Okay. The strips for the pockets are slightly narrower than the strips for the little notebook. So yeah, 2 inches. See, I should have just trusted myself. So actually I made it 4 inches so I could fold it in half. And this is 4 inches. So there we go. This was the piece I was looking for all along. Oh my goodness me. Okay, let me grab a piece of glue paper here. Oh, here's the finished one. Oh yes, you know how I am. I'm always gathering things up and putting them not necessarily where they should be. Oh my, get that glue paper out. And so I just took a 4-inch strip, and it's too long, and I'll trim it once I attach it to the postcards. I just decided that would be the easiest way to do it. Oh dear, now what have I done with my bone folder? I really do need one that's not white. Here it is. There it is. Okay, sorry. Sorry. My chair is really squeaky today. So I went ahead and folded it in half just to give me, it's easier to fold it in half before you put the glue on it than afterwards because it gets a bit softer. So I'm using my glue stick, and I'm really giving it a lot of glue so that it sticks really well. And it may be that a single thickness of this would have been strong enough, but because I'm going to be tossing it in my bag and carrying it around with me on vacation, I decided I'll give it a little extra oomph. Okay. We'll fold this over, give it a good burnish, and then we will use the one that's already dry. It's best to let this dry. Even in this dry climate that I live in, it's better to let this dry rather than fold it right away. Okay, so let me set that one over there to dry. Let me move this. Okay, here's the one that I did earlier. Let me grab my scoreboard. And this is just to make it easier to get a straight fold, because, you know, I'm never, you know me. I live in the land of ish. I'm going to get myself a t-shirt made. And no one will understand it but me, but that's okay. I think that's really funny. And hopefully by now you guys kind of understand my rather strange sense of humor. So we'll fold this over and give it a good burnish. Put that under here. And so we have these, and they are slightly different size. So I think for this one I will just line up to the bottom, since the back one is the one that's a little bit smaller. I don't know why, I just loved this one. Okay, so we have our strip, we have our two postcards laid out in the way you want them to go together so that they don't accidentally get flipped, since these actually have a right way up and a wrong way up. Some of the other ones I did were landscape rather than portrait, so it didn't really matter as much on those which direction I had them. Okay, I'll grab here it is. I was gonna say, I thought I had this, what is this? A silicone makeup brush. Yes, my little spready tool thing. So I'll spread that out just so it doesn't go gushing. And then I will take the strip and line it up at the bottom and slightly over the edge, ever so slightly over the edge. Oh, that doesn't really make a difference if it's flush. This has enough give to it that it's okay. So then on this one, it's right. Yes. This one I will also put my art glitter glue on here. Sorry, gluing, I'm having to focus on gluing. I don't know why. Shouldn't have to. On here. Set this over the side so it doesn't stick to anything else. And I will take these and line them up at the bottom, and then try to make sure they are pretty straight going together. So, you know, you're just doing a very simple little folder here with the postcards. I thought this made a fun cover. And I am always trying to think of new ways to use my vintage postcards. Okay, this one has a wavy edge on it. So can I do the wavy edge? There you go. that's not bad. So here's the little basic cover for this project. Now, let's see, what did I do with all this stuff that goes inside of it? I just went through and chose random papers for this, random-ish. I really like grid paper. I think it's great if you want to, if you want to do a little diagram of something, or if you just want to write. I think it's also nice because it's a nice change from lined paper. And oftentimes I find regular size lined paper kind of big for this size of a, so the perspective's off. So it's like you have a little notebook and big lines. I don't know. Anyway, just me. So I've gone through and selected some of my, let's see if I can figure out which side they open from. Okay. Just some different, I just have these upside down. Is that the thing? I think it is. So just different papers. I also did some blank paper, and this is just slightly heavier weight copy paper, printer paper, whatever you want to call it. And I like different sizes because I think that is a bit inspiring. Oh, are the numbers upside down? Let's see. Can I read the numbers? Yep, numbers right side up. Alrighty. So just kind of go through and mix them up a little bit so you don't have all the same ones together, or you can do them all plain if you'd like to. It's your little notebook. You can do whatever you want. And then, I'll come back when I get the pockets made and we'll slide the pockets in, and then we can put everything together. But just for now, and I am, when I put this together, going to do the 5-hole pamphlet stitch instead of the 3-hole. Once again, I think just since I'm going to be tossing this in my bag and knocking it around a little bit, I just wanted it to be a little bit sturdier. So, this one. Let's see. Let's put this one here so I don't have so many alike together. And that could be our center. So this will be hopefully on the right size. Looks like I need to trim that one a little bit. Oh, the other one I did turned out just fine. But you can trim. This one needs to be a little bit smaller. Let me trim that now. Got it right at 4 inches, and it should have been just a little bit under. So let's see, how's this going to do in here now? Sticks out a little bit still, and I think I'm going to just live with that, I think. Because I don't think I can, well, I can. I can trim it. Will I regret this decision of trimming them? Quite possibly. Let's see. Can I without making a huge mess? Let's see, do I want to clip this? And then grab this, and where's my box cutter? And of course you can also use your paper trimmer, which, really I should do because, we all know I can't cut straight. But let's give this the old college try, just to kind of clean up the edges a little bit. And truly, I do like the raggedy edges, but I don't want them sticking out because they'll just get bent, because this is all pretty lightweight paper. I think my printer paper is probably the heaviest paper I have in here, and it's maybe 24. Well, there you go. Now it's trimmed-ish. And I have a big mess to clean up. Let's clean up the mess. Okay. So how's this for going in here? Oh, very good. Very, very good. Okay. Now I'm going to stop here for today. And then I will come back next time and do the pockets because they're really quick to do. And then we can stitch this in, talk about the cover, probably start the cover. I'm planning for this to be a 3-part series. So we'll see. We will see if I can do it in 3. So thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, and I sincerely hope that you did, please leave me a thumbs up and a comment. I would love to hear what you think. You guys are still not commenting. I don't know. What am I doing? What am I doing since you don't want to talk to me? So please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this project. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, also please do so. The little channel continues to grow, and I would really like for it to continue growing even more. So thanks for joining me today, and I will say bye-bye for now.